Hello and good evening. Daniel from shapetrainer.co.uk. Just checking in. Day 3 NLP, London, and it's the 11th of May 2016. Just a quick review of today, what we went through, what we learned. Well, it's a mind warp. So we started, Dr. Bandler took us through some funny stories, he's a hilarious guy, and then took us actually through some trance. So what I've learned, first thing I've learned is about hypnosis, that it's not what hypnosis is. It's what my perception of hypnosis was, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not where you got to go on stage, sleep, and everyone goes around and then starts jumping around the stage like a chicken. But maybe it can be used for that still, I don't know. But basically it's just changing your state. It's just changing your mental state. And what does that mean? That means that you changing your, I'm just going to go outside because it's nicer. It means that you basically slow down your thoughts. Emma Robinson, how are you doing? And you're basically slowing down your thoughts. And then what you can do when you're slowing down your thoughts in that way is to take on more positive thought or more positive suggestions from a skilled hypnotherapist or NLP practitioner or a coach of some kind. And there's some strange... And we're back in the room. Back in the room. That was perfect, wasn't it? I kind of had trees outside and now I'm back in the room talking with the window behind me. That was a bit hypnotic. But basically changed my perception of what hypnosis is. And it's not all, hocus pocus. It's just changing your state of mind, like taking a few deep breaths and being able to concentrate on the work you've got to do, and then being able to talk to yourself more calmly and with more focus. So we did that in the morning, and then we did a lot of practice on language. So the language we use, if someone's talking to you and they're going, "Oh, they always say that to me, and this person always does that," and you need to really clarify about who's they. Is it one person actually that does this, or is it actually a they? Is there a group of them? And then practicing in partners. So taking the language on board, and someone says, "I can't," what do you mean by that? You can't, why are you using a past experience for this present experience? Meaning you couldn't once and now you can never do that for the rest of your life, or is that actual truth or not? So it's clarifying that. We did a lot of presuppositions as well. So saying stuff like, before you go into a deep state where my suggestions can do you the most good, you will feel very... And the internet is rather crap this evening. I don't know why. Mad day. I'm going to try and give this another 30 seconds because the internet seems to be absolutely useless this evening. So we've finished with working in groups and working in pairs actually, and going through talking about something positive. So say for instance you're going on holiday, you're on holiday, it's your perfect holiday, and all your language and all your thoughts around that, and then taking that into something that you're not so, don't have so much belief on. So for instance, a work project, or you're going for a new job, or you're meeting someone new that you just started dating, or you're going for a goal like you want to get a six-pack and you're really not sure if you can achieve it. So how to match something that you're really positive with and something that you're not so positive about, and how to use imagery, the way you feel inside, the language you use around that, and bring those two, make the one that you're negative about closer to the one you're positive about, and therefore project a positive vibe. Which we all know, you'll be aware of already, that the more positive you go into something, the more likely it's going to end up as a positive result. So long day, mind spinning, and processing all that information as well is good. But NLP is not what I thought it was, which is probably most people's experience. Neuro-linguistic programming. So there's a lot about linguistics today, a lot about language. And just to be, I think the message I got today was to be really precise and careful around the language that you use every day. So if you're saying they do it to me all the time, I use that example again. For instance, someone said they never get me coffee, that means they don't like me. So does it really mean that? We need to explore the truth in what we say a lot of the time. Does that person really not like you, or for instance, they don't think you like coffee? Anyway, you know I love coffee. We could talk about coffee another time. But that's about it on the wrap, and looking forward to tomorrow. Neil, how you doing, mate? And Eddie, how you doing, mate? You all right? We need to catch up. But yeah, so anyone want to talk about some of this stuff, give me a message. Hannah, nice to see you. Anyone want to talk about this stuff, because I'd love to run through some of the things I'm learning, some of the information that's going in, and I'm getting better at processing the information quicker. And I was working with someone who's just begun today, and I realized where I'm at in comparison to where they're at, because I was there not so long ago, but because I'm a coach, I'm a personal trainer, and I work with people and keep them motivated every day, I don't use a lot of the language that we was looking to catch people on, because a lot of people do have that, and she had a little bit more of that language than I did. So it was a difficult job for her when she was coaching me, because we was more or less on the real positive track, and I was clear about goals and so on and so forth. And it was really, it's giving us a process of figuring today, or just of another thing, was we were getting a process of thinking, where do I want to go, and what is it that I'm not quite happy about? Could be any area of your life at this moment in time. And then taking a moment in time where we was really happy about something, and then bringing those closer together, shifting images around. And the brain learns really quickly, and it also learns very fast. So when I don't know if you saw my Instagram post today where I said why your dog's happier than you, because it had a bubble speech or a thought bubble of the dog where it was pretty empty, the thought bubble, and then the human's mind was just packed with crap or whatever stuff's in your mind today, a bench, a sandwich, someone with an angry face, your boss, whoever. And it's about mastering what images you're creating in your mind through the day. And it's interesting just talking about it, a problem shared is a problem halved. We've all heard that before, but just thinking about what you're thinking about makes you realize, am I making mostly positive images in my mind, or am I making mostly negative images in my mind? And the act of doing that is very powerful in itself. And that was a really good thing as well. One more point, it was Dr. Banner said, I made all this up. I made all this shit up. And what he keeps drumming home now is like, everything at one point was made up. So you need to, the guy was saying to me, I met a Swedish guy, Andreas, and he's a really cool, Neil, let's meet up, mate. Definitely, I'm on that. Brett James, hello, mate, nice to see you. So, point I was saying, got sidetracked by friends on the line, was it's all made up. It's all made up. You're making stuff up in your head, I'm making stuff up in my head, we're all making stuff up. So why not make good stuff up and have a good time, let's have some fun, rather than making it miserable. And I think London, we can all agree, is a bit too on the serious side, and I'm guilty of that as well. I'm very guilty of being too serious. Don't be too serious. You've got to have a lot more fun, and that's definitely one of my goals that I've learned over the last 3 days, is lighten the fuck up. Lighten it up, and let's have some fun. Let's have a giggle. Brett, you're great at that. We always have a good laugh together, and you're always having a little joke about everything, and that's fantastic. It's a good way to be. But you also need a bit of seriousness in there, so that's where we make a good balanced team. So he made it up. So if you're trying something and it doesn't work, you're trying in your mind to put the techniques of something together. It's not working. Change it. So the woman said to me today, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I said, it doesn't really matter. Just do it. If it doesn't work, I'll give you some feedback. You'll get feedback from doing it. Change it for next time, you get better. By the sheer act of doing something, you get better and better and better. Just posting these videos every day. So I've set myself a goal of posting a video every day as a little review from the day. And once you start going, you feel like, starting to exercise, you feel slow. And then slowly get warmed up, and then a few minutes into it, you're up for it, and you're going, you're like, loving it. And it's a little bit like that talking on the video, because you've got to get your mind working, you've got to get it flowing and getting the juices flowing. So yeah, language was today. Language, thoughts, images, and just by changing these images, switching them around, shifting them around quickly, and replacing them with positive images and positive words, can make a massive impact on your energy levels, your vitality, and how happy you are. How happy you feel every day and in life, and what's it all about if it's not about being happy? Let's all think about that. I will be. I'll be dreaming about it most likely. Crazy. So remember, guys, health is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's all go get healthy and let's take the world with us. Have an amazing evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.